I'm here with Mark Suttle from Honda Australia and Gary from Bay Honda, looking at the new controls that will be available soon. Mark, tell us a little bit about it, mate.
These are our new electronic controls, Nugget. They'll be basically a lot smoother to operate in the boat, and they're going to be only on our 250 model, and we will bring them down our V6 range later on.
So what's the difference between these and any other controls?
They don't use the cable type control, so they'll actually be a fly-by-wire, so it'll be running a smaller cable back to the engine, and they'll be operating the engine a lot smoother.
That'd have to be simpler installation, just connect the two together and away you go.
Correct. Yeah, it makes it a lot easier running one cable instead of running the shift cables and the throttle cables.
Okay, and they're available, Gary, Bay Honda, when will you have these?
Towards the end of the year they'll be available. Full electronic system.
Okay.
It's how the world's going, so Honda have got to keep up with the products.
So towards the end of the year, people come in and see you and you'll be able to fit them?
If they come and see them, we'll be able to fit them up for them, no problem at all.
Fantastic innovations from Honda. Keep an eye out for them later on in the year. Now, one of the things I caught my eye at the boat show was on the front of these Surtees. We've got Cliff from Surtee to show us a little bit about. Mate, what is this device?
This is our Surtees drive-on, drive-off trailer catch.
So what is actually happening here, mate?
Okay, right, to retrieve your boat, you slide the weight forward,
okay,
where it is now. You drive your boat up, you actually hear it when you go over that, and you jam the boat up in there. You can pull to the top of the ramp, put your safety chain on, winch it up those extra couple inches, and you're away laughing. So
this frame here, actually, the boat will drop back and sit on that frame there so it can't drop off?
Correct.
Okay.
It jams the boat in.
What about when you're putting the boat in the water?
Right, to launch the boat, get your wheels wet, so you're right down the bottom of the ramp. One guy jumps in the boat, the other guy operates the winch. He slides the weight to the back, and he lets you winch off a couple of turns.
So then it'll go back and sit on there?
Correct, that's
okay,
jammed in there.
Now, so I imagine now when you put a bit of power on, you'll drive forward and that'll just drop.
Power forward, that drops down, your boat rolls.
So it's basically just a way that you can drive on, grab your boat safely, pull it out of the, and you're putting it back in the reverse, just give it a nudge, drive forward a fraction, this drops off, back into the water.
Perfect.
And I've seen these as optional accessories you can add to a boat and trailer, but this is the simplest, greatest idea I've seen for a while. I think it's a great concept.
Yeah, exactly. It works well, and the batteries never go flat.
I'm here with Mark Suttle from Honda explaining the new digital gauges. Mate, these look fairly simple, but I'm just reading through what they can actually do. It's pretty sophisticated.
There's a lot of features on them, Nugget. They give you a fuel burn rate, they'll give you speed over ground, speed over water. They've got your tacho built into them, they do your fuel rate. Everything's in them.
Okay, what's this green light eco mode?
Yeah, with this green light, when that illuminates, that means it's in economy mode, so it's when the motor's at its most fuel efficient mode.
Okay, and it also gives you engine alarms?
Yeah, engine alarms, engine warnings. They also run on NMEA cable, so they're basically, these will hook in with your sounder if you've got an NMEA compatible sounder in the boat.
Okay, so you can adjust your RPM to get the most economical fuel consumption?
That's correct, so it basically gives you a lot better monitoring of your outboard motor.
And the footprint on your dashboard is pretty small, which is great.
You have 2 gauges instead of 4 or 5, so it does make it a little bit easier to fit onto these dashes.
Fantastic bit of gear. I'm here with Dale from Bay Honda at Sandgate. They sell tabs boats. I was looking at this poster, there's some interesting information here, slightly different hull shape. Tell us about it, Dale.
Well, basically the hulls in the tabs boats are built a lot more, I'll say, efficiently than other boat designs. They're locally made in Queensland. The design of the hull here, it controls the attitude of the boat. You can have it either up in the air or down on the water, obviously. It's got a little kicker built into there, so it holds you up on the plane and it sort of keeps the boat on the back part of the hull to get fuel efficiency.
Okay.
A lot more power through the water, yeah.
They're a very beamy boat too, aren't they?
They are very beamy. They're actually a lot wider than industry standard as well. They actually build their boats a lot wider than, say, other competitors' boats. And very tough, as you can see. They designed the hull. They're designed to take a few knocks.
Okay.
Yeah. Deep V to cut through the water as well.
And still fairly flat at the back to give you stability at rest.
They are very stable, yeah, because of the wide beam, of course, as well. They sort of sit very well in the water, yeah.
Fantastic. If people want to see them, Bay Honda Sandgate, come and see Dale. He'd love to tell you all about them.